Welcome to this fast-paced explainer breaking down 5 foundational pieces of beginner advice for Ifá and Orisha spirituality, or Isheshe. If you're feeling called to the incredible wisdom of this path, this is absolutely essential viewing. Okay, let's dive into this. Let me ask you something right up front. Did you come into this spirituality seeking an instant miracle? Be totally honest with yourself here. Are you scrolling right now looking for immediate answers, sudden wealth, or maybe some kind of overnight healing? Well, if you are, I've kind of got to shatter that illusion right out of the gate. You're literally in the wrong place. Ifá has never, ever promised instant gratification. It's just not some magical shortcut around the real challenges of life. Point 1. The illusion of shortcuts. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the massive gap between what people seek and what Ifá actually demands. Thousands of people show up hoping for immediate wealth, quick power, or instant healing. But the stark reality, Ifá is a lifelong path of personal transformation. You just can't bypass the actual journey. Moving on to point 2, trust the spiritual process. And this brilliantly illustrates how every single blessing in this tradition requires a highly dedicated process. I mean, think about it. A seed doesn't become a massive tree overnight, right? A child doesn't become a wise elder in a single day. You can't just download wisdom like an app, and you certainly can't buy character. Your destiny only unfolds through patience, fierce discipline, and conscious living. Point 3. Awaken your Ori and Duwathalet. First off, we've got to understand Ori. In this spirituality, your Ori is your inner head, your deepest consciousness, and it absolutely has to be awakened. Listen, your life isn't going to magically change just because you paid for a ritual. It changes because your Ori wakes up, and you actually start to think, choose, and live completely differently. Right alongside Ori is the concept of Iwa Pele, which translates to balanced or gentle character. This is a total non-negotiable. It's a core requirement for living in harmony with your destiny. Cultivating your character isn't just some side quest. It's literally just as vital as any spiritual ritual you'll ever participate in. Point 4. Effort meets divine guidance. Now, we are absolutely not saying practices don't matter. They definitely do. Prayer has its place. Ibo, or rituals, have their place. Initiation and the Orisha absolutely have their place. These are incredibly powerful tools for sure, but they do not replace your personal responsibility. So the crucial point is this really simple formula. Divine guidance plus human effort equals true progress. Ifá constantly reminds us that spiritual forces can open the doors, but you still have to put in the human effort to actually walk through them. And our final point, point 5, transformation is true magic. Let's move to and see how this builds into a beautiful cascading chain reaction. It all starts at step 1. You change internally. Because your character and consciousness shift, we hit step 2. You start making much better decisions. And finally, because your choices are different, step 3 happens. Your destiny changes. This is the absolute ultimate takeaway right here. The greatest miracle is the transformation of the human being. You know, this journey is never measured by how fast your external circumstances magically fix themselves. It's measured entirely by how deeply you, as a person, change. I want to leave you with this really provocative thought from the source material. Enlightenment is not a destination, it is a way of living. The spiritual journey never truly ends. It's an everyday, lifelong commitment to growth. If this explainer resonated with you today and you're ready to put in the real work, let's continue this journey. Make sure to follow @Elusigan Books across all your social media platforms. Join the Ifá Enlightenment community and connect with the World Builder community. Until next time, may your Ori guide your journey. Ashe.